In May 1967, Navy pilot Eugene McDaniel flew his 81st bombing mission over Vietnam, but he never made it home. McDaniel and his navigator, Lieutenant James Kelly Patterson, were shot down.
It's a big shock, leaving an aircraft full of noises, missiles locked onto you, and going into total silence. It's a real shock, but realizing that you've lost everything, family, freedom, it's a tough shot.
This photo shows McDaniel and Patterson's parachutes after the ejection. McDaniel never saw his navigator again. The next day, McDaniel was captured and sent to one of the most infamous POW camps in Vietnam, the Hanoi Hilton. How long were you a prisoner of war?
2,118 days.
He went through the unimaginable, from solitary confinement to horrifying torture.
I went 7 days, 7 nights without sleep, kneeling on pitted concrete, being daily with a fan belt, on one occasion more than 100 times.
He never lost his faith, and after nearly 6 long years, the Paris Peace Accords punched his ticket home.
I said in prison, if I could get out of this hellhole for 1 week and be home with my family, I'd be ready to go meet my maker. And it's been 50 plus years.
He's written a book and spoken publicly many times in the decades since, and he's about to find another audience on YouTube through the American Veterans Center.
You can put your ear on the wall and it sounds like 60 secretaries typing away, men communicating. I talked to one guy for 3 years, never saw his face.
It's really a labor of love of finding these great gems of stories.
AVC President Tim Holbert says a few years ago they started sharing these interviews online.
You could hear the bottom of the ship getting hit. The tuk, 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 tuk.
We were virtually flying through clouds of flying steel.
We knew that it was going to be the toughest mission that we'd taken so far.
Receiving hundreds of millions of views. They shoot interviews in their studio or meet the veterans in their homes.
There are great people over the past 80 years beyond the World War II generation that inspires us all that really, are the ones that we say, hey, this is what it means to be an American.
These stories show where we've been as a people and what we individually are capable of.
Everybody's going to experience adversity. And when it comes, we should grow from that adversity. And if we don't grow, it's a total waste.
It was an honor meeting him. Well, AVC is always looking for submissions. They're really focused on World War II at the moment, but they're focused on any military conflict. So if you have a loved one that you feel they should contact, we'll have a link to this in our story at WJLA.com. And it's always inspiring to hear this and important to preserve these histories.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and those unique, personal, first-hand accounts are what really stick with people.
Yeah, real pearls of wisdom in there, too.
Yeah.
Great
Something to
generation
take
for a
away.
reason.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.